Ready for Revolution, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad here. Hope all is well with you and yours as we offer you this opportunity live and direct from our YouTube channel, our YouTube platform. This is the first of several uploads that we're attempting in an effort to educate you into a wonderful wealth building opportunity. So we thank you, we thank you, we thank you for the opportunity by which we will convey. So we're a group of wealth builders. I'm an independent affiliate of KARATBARS International. It's an e-commerce company on the tier of Amazon or eBay, but our product is gold and our business is building people. We're in the people building business, and our desire for everyone is to create financial leverage to control the economy within their own home. So we're going to introduce you to this global event, and we're going to start by introducing you to that which you most absolutely need in order to do something different and be a part of the endeavor. Courage, family. That's absolutely what it's all about. Absolutely what it's all about. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to change. And we have to recognize when a time has been produced for us, when an opportunity is presented to us, we have to have the courage to investigate it. We have to have the ability to think beyond the box. Okay. So we're introducing an opportunity. We want you to know, we want you to know rather, if you've been looking for a better way, you've come to the right place. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Of course, I'm Brother Eric Ture Muhammad. I'm a member of the Wealth Builders Worldwide group. I'm currently a bronze director and KARATBARS International and a student in Wealth Builders Worldwide. We're a conglomerate of independent affiliates who are on the quest for freedom. Freedom is our goal, freedom is our objective, and the vehicle by which we obtain it is pure physical gold. I'm a follower of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam. Every nation needs gold. Every nation needs gold, family. You just look at your world today and you look at the fluctuating economies. You look at your stock market going bust each and every day as we talk in this particular time frame. The dollar is continuously deflating or devaluing itself. Nations around the globe have literally thrown their dollar out in the street and they declared cash as trash. We're swiftly approaching that bubble right now. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said just early last year, October of 2019, he said that the American economy is minutes away from bursting. And he gestured as if it was a bubble and a pin was about to pierce it. What happens when you pierce that bubble? It exposes the illusion. It exposes the illusion that everything is okay with America and the world, that everything's okay with the economy. As long as the economy is controlled by a piece of paper that has no value, you have an issue. My father is also a freedom fighter, Kwame Ture. Many of you knew him as Stokely Carmichael. One thing that he always stressed in not just organizing and not just being a part of organization, but he had expressed an objective. There was an objective to produce a moral correctness in economy, in socioeconomic conditions, in a social infrastructure. The desire was to produce a well-meaning and well-being society on even and equal tier. Well, there's so many levels and isms in this world's life today, but there's one particular vehicle by which everything is equated, and we're about to show you that vehicle through the power of gold. I'm also a contributor to the Final Call newspaper, a weekly publication that's produced by the Nation of Islam, published by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and can be found worldwide. And that beautiful young lady in that picture is my wife, Sister Falami Muhammad, who's also my sponsor into this opportunity. Now, you see many accolades that are shared there in the upper portion of the screen. I'm a part of Team Freedom. I'm a part of Team Kalfani. I'm a radio host on the Gold is Gold show that airs on Kalfani Radio on a weekly basis. So, in order to understand where you need to be, you have to look at where you are. And in order to look at where you are, you have to have clear vision. You have to have honest reflection. And where you are and where you want to be is all decided by the size of your dream. Now, many of you, your dream is material. Many of you, your dream is to have the fine homes, the fine cars, to cool out on beaches or on sea-lined islands. But the truth of the matter is, your dream is yours. And those of us who are spiritually centered or rooted in faith traditions, there's not one faith tradition that does not guarantee you a life of luxury, a life of fine living, a life of ease after sacrifice, a life of ease after God comes. Well, in our teaching in the Nation of Islam, we're taught that in submission to the will of God, we can enjoy luxury, money, good homes, and friendships in all walks of life, and they can be enjoyed right here on earth right now. So we encourage you to read a book. It's known as the Dream Chaser Manifesto. It's produced and published by Mr. Ty Best, the CEO and founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide. He's a network marketer in the Network Marketing Hall of Fame, and he's been a free man in America for the last 37 years. So in order to be that kind of person, what is your plan? I want you to repeat after me right now. If you always do what you always done, you will always get what you've always got. What is your plan, family? Where are you in life right now? Where would you like to be in the future? Okay. Then you have to ask yourself a very serious question. If you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? Well, the truth of that matter is we don't have enough time to keep doing what we've been doing. And this is where we come in with KARATBARS. Let me help you understand the timeline, for an example. We start school around 5 years of age, and then we graduate as of 18, right? Some of us will go on to college, we'll get degrees. Some of us continue to go and do graduate work. We're out by 26. So you're talking about 21 years, basically, of an educational system, which I'm here to tell you is more of a training than an education. Because in this world, you're not taught how to create, taught how to build on your personal skills, talents, and gifts, taught how to create a network for yourself where you can leverage yourself against the work of others. We're not taught of an operational or functional unity here. We're taught to get jobs. We're trained to get jobs. You see, this is what's known as the backwards hustle. Typical corporate lifespan in America is 40 plus years. The average length of time on a job, on any job, is 4.5 years now. Now, I want you to think about this. This is really critical. You spent 21 years of your life seeking a degree, even adding to it with graduate work. And now you're in corporate America, and your first responsibility is to pay off the student loan debt. And you can never pay it off if you're dependent upon this corporate lifespan. Now, they say the average length of time on a job is 4.5 years. I just read a report where it says that it takes, within the first 4 years of any job, you find yourself having to be retrained because the skill set that you were given in school is not yet primary within the job market that you're introduced to. In fact, there was a report that came out a few years ago that I read earlier in the stream, where it talked about how by 2020, listen to this, by 2020, all of the skills that you studied for will have no place or value by 2020. That was written in 2015, 2016, and here we are in 2020, and it's proven true. More than 70% of all people working in society in the degree, working with degrees, almost 70% of them are guaranteed to never see the employment doors of the opportunity that they trained for. Oh yeah, it's serious, folks. So it leaves us dazed and confused because we think now the next step is retirement. So we take any job that we can to keep things moving, to merely exist, and it leaves us dazed and confused. I'm gonna tell you a little something about retirement. Speaking as a free man who no longer has a job, I fired my boss, and I hadn't even got to age 62. All right, but between the ages of 62 and 65, that's generally when people are trained into thinking their retirement is. Now they're talking about raising the retirement age to 70 and 72 years old. Why? Because you have a system that has failed everyone. Because the system is based on the hustle of work. Job, I know some of us say it means just over broke. Job means jump out of bed. But truth, job means, in definition, by definition, a role in society. And the role in this society is governed by a system of poverty. Poverty, ladies and gentlemen, poverty is defined as punishment for a crime you did not commit. You think on that now. So dazed and confused, we're left thinking that we'll be able to retire. Let me tell you something. Retirement has nothing to do with age, but it has everything to do with money. Do you have the money? Have you leveraged yourself for time, location, and financial freedom? We're going to help you with that today, because here's the other side of that timeline. More hard truths. The average life expectancy in America is 81 years old. The average life expectancy after retirement is approximately 16 years old. Now, according to the Economic Policy Institute, the average retirement savings for all working families, that's between the ages of 32 and 61, is allegedly $95,776. But we know the hard truth. The hard truth, nobody is making money. Nobody's able to save enough for retirement. In fact, the average American has less than $200 saved in their own savings account. Healthcare costs in retirement are more than $300,000. Now, if you weren't making enough money while you were working with an active income, What makes you think you can handle that now? You cannot. And that's why you find so many elders and others going back to work after retirement. And there's another report that tells you that after retirement, when you return to work, you actually position yourself to remove 5 years of life expectancy. It's stressful. People aren't even made to understand that it costs money to even have a job. Think about what you pay in uniforms, in transportation, in food costs, your lunch breaks. Of course, you got to get permission to have a break, but you got to pay all these factors that aren't factored into your hourly wage or your salary. So we're dazed and confused between 62 and 65, and we have a 401k that has no relevance whatsoever, especially when you have a Dow in a stock market that has been crashing every day on the average of 800 points a day for the last 4 days. Then you have the disruption, rather, of Social Security. Why do I call it disruption? Because we've been sold this American dream that as you retire, you'll be able to live off of Social Security and your pensions. Well, pensions no longer exist. Corporations remove pensions except on the state level. So they remove pensions to give you a 401k, so they're not obligated to take care of you in your golden years. So your 401k has turned out to be nothing but a trick. And then you have the situation where you're looking at Social Security that's expected to run out by 2034. Well, this is 2020, 14 years from now. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay on a job waiting for a mystery God to bring you bread? Or are you going to get your sound on the ground while you're still around? Now, if you don't have a plan, what you end up doing is downsizing from the home that you have. You start selling off assets to make ends meet. You wait for other people to die to get the insurance. There are all kinds of things come into play. You have to downsize and move your parents in with you and move your children in with you and your grandchildren. And everybody's made to operate off of this one barely functional paycheck that merely only allows you to exist. In fact, some of you are familiar with the show. It was very popular. It's called The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, the zombies, they are not the enemy. We're the zombies. The ones that are on the run from the zombies are the bankers. Oh yeah, the ones who taught you to lie, taught you to live the lie. The bankers don't look for the dollar bill. The bankers secure your dollar bill and they flip it for hard assets that appreciate over time. So we teach you in the world of wealth building, don't do as the bankers say, do what the wealthy, the bankers do. If not, you'll find yourself jumping back in the workforce, trying to survive, and then you can finally retire debt-free at 81. Rest in peace. And you leave your family debt. You can't leave them a job. You might as well leave them the debt that you have, right? Wrong, family. We have a solution for you. You don't have to be dazed and confused. You don't have to buy into this American dream of a system that is absolutely broken. You don't have to do it. Because you cannot outwork an exponential inflation with a linear income. Think about it. The cost of living goes up every day, but your salary does not. Your hourly wages do not. What are you to do? Again, you don't have enough time to keep doing the same thing. If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you have always gotten. We, ladies and gentlemen, have an opportunity that we're offering to you that will take you out of that rut, take you out of just merely existing. We can help you realize the life of your dreams by helping you leverage the economy within your own home. Mr. Warren Buffett says this best. He says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Well, my mentor, CEO, Mr. Michael L. Dalco, his CEO it's a moniker, stands for constantly empowering others. He says, if you don't find out what real money is, you will work until you die. Think about that. Because in order to understand money, anything that is defined as money must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. And I'm telling you, the paper has no power by which to do that. There's only a few things you can do with paper. You can write on it. You can wipe with it. You can blow into it. You can burn it. But it cannot store value. So the 4 keys of building wealth, in which we will teach, we help you to create residual income. We help you accumulate appreciating assets. We call it the AAA. We help you outrun inflation, and understanding and maximizing your tax and tax benefits. It is a shame that so many people in America are living for the filing of their W-2 forms to get a refund so they can get that brand new used car. There's more to life than just working 40 hours a week every day of the year just to get a tax return. We teach you how to pay yourself first. We teach you how to outstrip inflation, and we teach you on the pure handling of taxes. Yep. Check this out. Wow, poor Donnie understands it. He's playing Monopoly. That's a game that I would encourage everyone to share with their child because it helps to create the critical thinking and helps you think beyond the box. What can I do differently to minimize the impact of it? What can I do to leverage myself? These are things that are taught through that board game with your guidance. The truth is, taxes could take as much as 40% of the income you worked so hard for over the course of your career. And if Donnie can see that now, what does his future look like without the proper vehicle or without the proper asset by which it can outpace all of that taxation, where it doesn't benefit you, it only benefits the banksters. That's gangsters with a B. So what are we going to do about it? If you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, he produced this wonderful book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He also produced something known as the cash flow quadrant. And he shows you how cash works. 95% of money works in this economy. 95% of the population have a job. So in having a job, you only glean 5% of the wealth. 95% of your work is used to build the network and business of others, while you receive 5% of the wealth. You are an active employee. That means that you clock in, clock out, and you earn nothing beyond your clocking in and clocking out. After clocking out, that's it. Nothing else is coming in. And it's all on a fixed entity. Then you have what's known as your own job or being self-employed. But you actually end up owning a job because it's a job, but it doesn't move you into a position of leverage, not fully. It may give you a little more income, but you still have to do the work. You still have to open the doors. You still have to power up the shop. You still have to create the labor and the manpower, and you still have to handle everything related to operating the business, okay? But the only difference is everything stops with you, but it also ends with you. If you're not able to work that day, you're not in business. An example, it could be a brick and mortar business, but it can also be a share driving situation. You could be doing Uber or Lyft or any of those capacities. Now, mind you, all these things are needed in society. That's not my issue. And that's not what I'm trying to convey negatively, not at all. What I'm saying is there's a better way beyond having a job and beyond owning a job. So when you get to the other side of the quadrant, you end up having a system. And the B side of it allows you to have a system where you allow yourself to leverage the work of others. And as a result, instead of you're doing 95% of the labor, you're literally receiving 95% of the wealth. Then you're able to invest in yourself and allow the money to work for you as opposed to you working for money. So look at the right side of your quadrant. The right side of the quadrant, the B and the I, represents the power of the wealthy, because the B will make you rich and the I will make you free. But the left side of that quadrant is the role in society dealing with a job. And as a result, it will leave you broke. Now, I know the scriptures say the poor will always be amongst us. Well, if you're satisfied with that, that's okay. I'm speaking to those who decide they don't have to be the poor. I made that decision. I no longer wanted to be the poor. I did not want to represent the poor. I was a poor righteous teacher, but every teacher got to show that they've learned. I used to work 90 hours a week, ladies and gentlemen. I fired my boss last month. So what we offer you is not just any business. Own a leveraged business that maximizes the B&I quadrant, and you will enjoy freedom. You will enjoy freedom. What is freedom? Freedom is time and money. Time and money. It allows you the luxury, the lifestyle by which you can do what you want, sleep until you're tired, and live the life of your dreams and create generational wealth for the families, the unborn. You'll be able to do it in this opportunity. So that's where KARATBARS International comes in. And we answer all 4 keys to what you need. We help you to create residual income. We help you to accumulate those assets. We help you to do the AAA. We show you how to outrun and outpace inflation and keep a hedge of protection around you. And then on top of that, we show you how to maximize the tax structure where it's a benefit to you. Now, KARATBARS is based in Stuttgart, Germany. It was founded in 2011, and we ship internationally to more than 140 countries. In fact, we are a part of 146 companies. This little map here on your bottom left shows you we're adjacent to the Mercedes-Benz headquarters. We actually share lunch cafeterias together there in Stuttgart, Germany. Here's our founder and visionary, the CEO, Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, 2-time author. He's also known as King of Gold, and his mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market and make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal, he says, is that KARATBARS helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Again, family, this current system of debt is poverty. And poverty is like punishment for a crime you did not commit. You do not have to be a part of it. You do not have to any longer submit to it. We have an opportunity before you that in many respects, and I say this with no exaggeration, many of us had to be straight fool not to embrace it. Remember, he who owns gold always has money. Here you say a few samples of the KARATBARS incremental gold. We distribute it in classic gold, which are credit card size plastics that has gold embossed in the center of it, pure gold. And to your far right, you have the cash gold notes, where these are paper notes that have tenths of a grams of gold or more embossed inside the note. It gives it immediate value and the store of value that money should always be. Gold is money, folks, in case you have not heard that. Let's hear from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and what he has to say, what he has come to the conclusion of, and what he shared with our audience in 2016 regarding business being warfare. That's something to think about, family. Because since 32, gold has outperformed currency by more than 6,200%. 6,200. Now, I wasn't around in 1932, but I can tell you this. I came into KARATBARS International at the very end of 2018. September, I got busy, October of 2018, and I've been saving and stacking gold ever since. Now, when I came in, gold was just under $1,200 an ounce at the time I came across it. And today it is over $1,600 an ounce. So it doesn't take a rocket science to share with you to help you understand that I'm winning. And those who have been in the business since 2011 are winning. And those of you who are in a position now to join on to this magnificent opportunity, you and your family can win as well. Let me help you understand a little bit about price stability and its relationship to gold. Because price stability in any economy means that the general price level doesn't change much over time. So as an example, in 1920, you can get that Model T Ford pictured for $645, or you can get its worth through a kilogram of gold. Well, today in 2020, you have what's known as a Ford Explorer or one of these trucks or SUVs. All right. The base sticker price alone, that's not with bells and whistles, that's $40,000. Does it mean that the car is worth more than the gold of 1920? No. What it means is that because there's no gold backing the dollars as it did in 1920 or representing the dollar as it did in 1920, it takes more of your dollars stacked on top of themselves in order for the seller or the manufacturer to realize what their at cost at least is worth. Or you can supply that same 1 kilogram of gold. And I guarantee you in 2020, you provide a kilogram worth of gold for a vehicle, you might get 2 of them. You'll definitely get change back on the 1. Inflation is a beast, family. That's where the prices of goods and services go up and the value of your money decreases. So look at the timeline of 1998, where you had your $20 bill and a full cart of groceries. Then you look just 7 years later, 2005. You hardly have any groceries in the cart, but you have larger artwork, but you have a lighter, brighter, and bigger head on the $20 bill. Now you come to 2020. You're getting one of those dollar store buggies and you spend your $20. Your $20 has a new design, but its power has faded just like the color of the bill. In 1971, 1 gram of gold, ladies and gentlemen, could have bought you at least 5 loaves of bread. $1 in 1971, the last year it was backed by gold, could have bought you 4 loaves of bread. But today, that same gram of gold can get you at least 20 loaves of bread. But today's dollar won't even buy 2 slices of bread. This is real. So how do we get around all that? How do we get through it? And how do we find ourselves successful? Well, we learn the formula in Wealth Builders Worldwide, and we teach it to all of you that open your free gold savings account. We teach you how to exchange declining paper dollars into the world's best appreciating asset, gold. We teach you to pay yourself first. All right. And why is this important? Because if we do what the rich have done, then we'll abandon the poor habits of the poor and middle class. Example, the poor and middle class basically spends first and saves later. But when you flip that and pay yourself first by saving for yourself first, then you have the luxury to pay for things later. And you'll have leverage within your household because you're exchanging the declining paper dollar for gold. We're going to show you how to do it. We help you start your own business to maximize the tax benefits. We help you pay yourself first with an asset, cost is gold, to outpace inflation. We help you build a referral network to create residual income. How we do it? Very simple. Our model is very simple. We register for your no cost. You register for your no cost KARATBARS account and choose a business package. You complete your KYC, which is known as Know Your Customer, and set up auto exchange where you automatically save whatever you like to save for yourself, at the very least 1 month, monthly rather. And then you just invite others to do the same steps you did in 1 and 2. It's really just that simple. Because we understand that simplicity creates duplication and duplication creates wealth. I'm going to say that again. Simplicity creates duplication, folks, and duplication creates wealth. But what system and whose system do you duplicate? You duplicate those that are successful, that are in front of you, who have done it, who have benefited from it. And because if they have done it and you've seen what they have done, that means it's duplicatable. Because if they can do it, you know you can too. Give you a little bit of my father's words in regarding the struggle for economies and the struggle for truth. This is Baba Kwame Ture, formerly known as Stokely Carmichael. Take a listen. Thank you, Baba Kwame Ture. So, family, one thing that I would like for us to understand and to know, think about the history and the legacy of Stokely Carmichael. Think about the history and the legacy as he grew into Kwame Ture. Understand that he never had a job. I just want you to think about that because he taught us consistently that as long as you serve the people will never let you down. As long as you serve the people will never let you down. So service is the primary quest. And in serving your people, in serving out of commitment, what happens is money becomes a byproduct, or your care or your ability to maintain yourself becomes a byproduct. And here I am able to live that today by sharing this opportunity with you. What I'm going to share with you now is how the business of saving for yourself first pays you. All right. This is known as our compensation plan. It's just a brief overview of it that I'm going to share. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a brother who has benefited from an opportunity, who's sharing with you and sharing some of these examples just for calculation purposes, illustrations only. It's not the guarantee of income. The only thing I can guarantee is that you can earn. How much you earn is entirely up to you and the size of your dream. So, two keys to our plan. Number one is leverage. If you do not learn how to leverage yourself, you'll be leveraged by others. That's a fact. The other side of it is exponential growth, because all of our lives as employees, we've been made to leverage our activity in mass for the employer. And we allowed that employer to sleep at night. We allowed that employer to live the life of their dreams. I'm not trying to cripple a system or tear anything down. I'm just trying to show you that you have the ability to enjoy the life of your dreams right now while you live. J. Paul Getty introduced what was known as the wealth principle. And this is something that all of us should be able to embrace. He said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. You know, that sounds to me like someone who has a plan and desires to work smarter as opposed to harder. Well, what about you? How many of you hate hitting that alarm clock? How many of you hate having to get up and drive for miles or hours to get to work or catch a train or some measure of public transportation from dark 30 in the morning to dark 30 at night? I know I used to. I don't have that issue any longer. So I'm going to show you two of our basic plans. We have, at bare minimum, 7 ways by which you can earn a residual income comfortably, right from the comforts of your own home. But we're going to examine 2 in particular: our direct commission and our dual team bonuses. This is known as phase 1, family, on how you can get started. You know, you open your free gold savings account, right? You open your account and you set up yourself, you open your account, you acquire a package and set up yourself with auto exchange. Then start your dual team by sponsoring 2 or more people to do the same thing. Immediately, you receive a 10% commission on the personally sponsored affiliate. So I, Eric, bring in you, and you decide that you want to do exactly that, open your free gold savings account and acquire a package. I would receive a 10% commission based off of what you've done for yourself. If you then decide to sponsor 2 or more affiliates, then I will then receive a 3% commission and you will receive 10%. But suppose that one that you sponsored decide they're going to sponsor some people, I would still receive a 2% commission while you got 3% of what they've done, and they now get 10% and they continue this process. And what happens? You know, your 2 became 4, your 4 became 8, it goes to 16, it goes to 32, 64, it continues to grow. Why? Because you have successfully duplicated a system that has encouraged others to do as you do. And as a result, the wealth base is unlimited, and how much you can earn is solely based off of your dream. Because in the world of KARATBARS, unlike MLM structures or other networking structures, this is an e-commerce business. There are no levels. You can grow as far out wide and as far deep as you absolutely want to. And at no time ever are you under any obligation. In the world of KARATBARS, you don't get paid for what you finish necessarily, but you definitely get paid for what you start. And just on this level alone, do you know that in this example with following those 3 simple steps, you will position yourself to earn $2,000 additional monthly in part-time income alone for the next 90, 120 days? The majority of people that work this business, they work it as a part-time business. And there's some of us who this is all that they do. And again, there are no levels, and it calculates into infinity. And you can be paid over 180,000 times a week. These are just 2 of the ways you make money. This is known as phase 1. This is the phase that accelerates all of your earnings. So how do you do it? You first choose a package, any package from our VIP status all the way to our bronze, and as well as the starter pack. Okay, these are approximate price points that are there, but what these opportunities do, they allow you to earn weekly. Your E-point accumulations, if you know anything about I don't know, honor rewards, such as honor programs in hotels or frequent flyer miles, or even uh, discount cards or membership cards from different clubs or stores. You accumulate a certain level of points and you're awarded discounts or things of that nature. Well, in the world of KARATBARS, you get what's known as e-points, which is exclusive points, and they can be used for anything. So anything, any package carries e-points. Anything that you've encouraged others to do also encourages e-points with our magnificent multi-packages. As a result, you can find yourself earning free gold. You can actually get your own K1 Impulse phone. This is the world's first and only completely unhackable phone available to the general public. The same with our WIM computer that is also unhackable. You can control all your financial activity between the phone and the computer. In fact, there's a key that comes with the phone that allows you to place it inside the computer and keep all of your data, all your information to yourself. Oh, this is an awesome ride. And just for a few points, you can have any of those things for yourself. You can acquire more gold. You can get your K1 Impulse phone. You can get your laptop. And if you're interested in going into a business while you just supply the machines, they're known as CAM, cash gold exchange machines, where you can place the machines in your place of business. So if you are a business owner, you might have a hair salon, a beauty shop, you might have a restaurant where people now want to go to it and use their little code and put it under the scanner, and it will distribute or disperse money to your hand, cash gold, and you're allowed to exchange that over the counter. There's so many ways to earn, and every aspect of KARATBARS is an asset producing activity. So let's look at this other level known as the unilevel. The unilevel is very simple. This is your savings program that pays you monthly. If you get a multi-package or acquire a package for yourself, you get paid 5 times a month. That accelerates your residual income. But if you desire I just want to save gold, then what we do, we assist you in getting your KYCs done. That's the know your customer process. That's proof of ID, proof of address. That is submitted, uploaded, and approved. Then you can start saving in gold, changing paper for gold. So what do? We save gold for ourselves and share with others how to do the same. Then we develop teams. We sponsor at least 5 people to maximize the unilevel compensation plan. And it can pay you up to 6% monthly in commissions into infinity. There are no levels, no limits, so you can grow as many teams as you want, as far down as you want. You can grow these teams into China. You see, I have 7 countries that operate consistently under my organizing effort by just simply doing what I'm doing with you now, sharing a message. If you're interested in looking for ways to make more money, if you keep your financial options open, then you're my customer and I am your servant. Save gold for yourself now and share with others how they can do the same. You'll be compensated monthly through our unilevel compensation plan into infinity. Now, the dual compensation plan, the dual commissions, let me just share with you how that works. In the world of multi-level marketing or direct sales, they have always been familiar with what's known as a binary concept. That binary concept came into existence somewhere in the mid-90s, okay? But the binary concept is limited. You can build your teams as far across as you like and far down as you like, but only pays generally 4 levels across and 7 levels deep. In the world of KARATBARS, we have no levels. You can build as many teams as you want, as far down as you want, and the power in it is everybody is paid. Now, mind you, we're only showing you 2 aspects of the commission structure, but once you sign up for your free gold savings account, you can fit into any one that makes you comfortable. There are dozens of opportunities that you can work from your own home. So whether you're selling KARATBARS products to companies or new customers or affiliates, the fact is every time anyone on your left team or right team acquires gold products or business packages, it creates units. All right. So when you have 25 units on one team and 50 units on the other team, you earn what's known as a DTP, known as a dual team payout. And that payout can run into infinity. It's not about what you finish necessarily, but it's definitely about what you start. So your dual team payouts, they're structured on your status. So if you received a package that gave you a bronze, silver, gold, or VIP status, then you can receive payouts in euros every time you reach 75 units, 25 on one, 50 on the other side. So if you have a bronze package, you receive a 40 euro payout. If you have a VIP package, you receive an 80 euro payout, or roughly 100 US dollars. And units you earn per sale are 5, 20, 50, and 100 respectively. So basically what it's saying is you'll never run out of the units that gives you the payout, and your residual cycles will always be there. And again, you can be paid out to 180,000 dual team payouts weekly. We also have what's known as the 5 and 5 promotion. So let's say you acquired a bronze package and you want a VIP, but you weren't quite ready. Well, we have what's known as 5 and 5. That means if you get 5 people within 5 weeks to get a package on your level or higher, then you'll be upgraded to the next highest package at no cost. It's a great upgrade. My wife and I are known as Mr. and Mrs. 5 and 5. When we came into the opportunity back in 2018, you had the opportunity to advance like this. So she came in, I think she was a silver, and I came in as a bronze after her, and we both worked. So within 5 weeks of first acquiring the package, we both found 5 people or more, and we continuously got upgraded in our package status. That means we got greater payouts as the teams grew. You can actually earn 2 upgrades within the first 5 weeks to the next highest package status at no cost to you. Just imagine if you got 5 affiliates within the first 5 weeks who did as you did, and they did the 5 and 5. Each sponsored 5 new 5 affiliates within the first 5 weeks. Well, that 5 that you sponsored turns into 25, and that 25 turns into 125, and that 125 turns into 625, and it just continues to grow. This is how exponential growth works. You're leveraging the help and the assistance of others. I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than having 100% of the efforts of my own. You see how it works? I have more than 2,000 people in my organizational efforts, and I've only been here since October of 2018. I don't work for anybody anymore. This is work, if you want to call it that, but I'm just delivering a message, and it's up to you to make the choice. In KARATBARS, you're awarded long-term incentive programs. The KARATBARS leather bag, ballpoint pens, Rolex watches. In fact, my wrists are empty because I'm just holding out for Dr. Sykes when he hand delivers my bicolor Rolex watch. Then you have other incentives that are one up the line, from C-Class to S-Class Mercedes-Benz, and the ultimate, you can have a villa anywhere in the world in your choice, built from the ground up. $1 million home. You'll have deeds and keys that KARATBARS International guarantees you in your achievements. So what are some of the KARATBARS advantages? Quite simple. It's a 9-year-old company. We operate in over 140 plus countries. Our product is delivered directly to your door via FedEx. In fact, KARATBARS International, the largest provider of small incremental gold, is FedEx's #1 client. They even have an office space inside of our headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany. And anywhere physical gold can be delivered, it is delivered to your door by FedEx. All commissions are paid on our privately issued MasterCard. We have more now than 900,000 affiliates worldwide. We have a sales force and we have a team. And you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself because of the plethora of brilliance that are in our group. And Wealth Builders Worldwide, which is a general subsidiary, we teach the culture of wealth building and paying yourself first. And there's more than 100,000 of us available at your disposal. We have a complete support system. It costs you nothing to register. There are no mandatory monthly fees or expenses. How many of you have been a part of situations where you sold other products, whether it was Amway, whether it was Melaleuca, whether it was Noni juice, whether it was aloe vera oil? I'm not condemning the products. I think they're all fine products. Mary Kay Cosmetics is another one. Avon's another one. Everybody has been a part of something, or those of you who have been a part of any of those products that I mentioned, you know that they were good products, good companies, and some of them are still around. Amway right now still does over $10 billion a year. Okay. However, What would you rather have? A garage full of products, lotions, potions, and notions? Or would you rather have a garage full of gold? Now think about it. Store of value, FedEx will deliver to you. In fact, our incentive programs are so powerful that you can earn free gold. Up to 25 grams of gold is delivered to you monthly if you just save and encourage others to save. 24/7 multi-million-dollar software. Some of you joined today as a result of the stream. Others have joined just before I did the stream. But as soon as they joined for their free, no-cost gold savings account, and they logged in to their back office, that multi-million-dollar software is open to you, showing you your name, all your profile, your information, what the value points are of gold currently, and how many people are in your team. It's just a plethora of information that's available to you at your fingertips. And everything is done in real time. And our product is what everybody in the world is hustling backwards for. We already have it. Our product is money. Our product is gold, and gold is money. Our product is 24 karat, 999.9% pure gold. This is the gold, the grade of gold that nations use to settle debt. Every nation needs gold. So what should your game plan be? Open your account, pick a package, set yourself up on auto exchange, at least 1 gram of gold saved a month, and share with others how to do the same, and you'll wax rich, because all you have to do is save more gold, tell more people, you make more money. It's really just that simple. You set up yourself with the system of KARATPAY, learn how to transfer over online payments with gold. This is our payment system, our KARATBARS personalized gold MasterCard, global MasterCard. This is for all your cash flow needs, money in, money out. The commissions are put on that card. It is privately issued and partnered. MasterCard is the premier vetter of credibility. No one can vet you greater than MasterCard or FedEx, and we have the power of both. Then you get the grams of gold for saving in preparation for our banks. We are paid in cash and we are paid in gold. So family, is a complete wealth building machine. We have a market of over 8 billion people in the world, and you can reach all of them with the power of your phone. You can reach them all through the power of the technology, through social media. You don't have to get in your car and drive millions of miles and come back with the hope of getting there, hoping that they remember their appointment and sharing a product. You can do all this from the comfort of your home. It's a new day. The compensation plan is substantial. No one compensates you like KARATBARS International. I say no one. And Mr. Getty says, if you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, by all means try it. With a free gold savings account, you can earn as you learn. If you show me something that costs less than free, I might look at it. But family, everything I've accomplished, it all started from a free position, and I haven't looked back since. So what type of person are you? You might be the one that's understood that gold is money, and you found out it was available, and you said, let's go, let's go, let's do it. Then there's some of you who might just have questions. You might be excited about the opportunity, but you have some questions. Well, we can answer those questions for you. All you have to do is look at the bottom of the stream or go to www.goldnow.info and learn more about the opportunity and how you can get busy. And then some of you say, no, that's not really for me. But free is free. I recommend that you at least get your free gold savings account until you recognize the value of it, or you feel it becomes your time, because it's about positioning. You know, would you like to sign up now and have the efforts of thousands of people behind you when you are ready? Because that's what happens with a lot of us. So get back to the person who shared this opportunity with you. Register for your free account now. Visit our webinars, our live meetings, our conferences, and team pages to use our affiliate tools. Stay plugged into your support team. You are independent, but not alone. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself in this opportunity. It's up to you, family. We can do it. Let's go. And if you're in the Atlanta area, I want you to go to www.letsgoweekend.com. It's the 2020 vision. This is our 10th celebration. We do it twice a year, April 2nd through the 4th, 2020. We will be at the Georgia International Convention Center. Get your tickets now and come on down. If you're interested in coming, hit me up. Let's see what we can do for you. You might be my special guest. www.letsgoweekend.com. It's been a pleasure, family. As my brother Al Murray would say, it was a plum pleasing pleasure. Thank you for listening. I pray that this found some measure of comfort and resolve in you, and look forward to seeing you in the next live stream. Peace and power.